I thought to myself when I started, whatever I put on the page, I'm going to love. I'm not going to criticise it because I was so negative about myself and anything that I did. That's probably about 27 years ago that spontaneity expressed itself, and it gave me a voice in a real sense. I'd never had that.
Victorian artist Patricia Stewart found her voice through art after losing it as a child.
My mother had Munchausen syndrome, and she imposed that on me as Munchausen syndrome by proxy, never giving me any sort of education, just keeping me in bed, telling me I was dying. It affected every area of my life, and I'd have to cope with that.
Patricia found a way of navigating her trauma through artistic expression.
Well, the art, like writing, which I love to do, it was completely fresh and unknown. This made a path that I could travel on.
Patricia, along with thousands of other Victorian artists with lived experiences of mental illness or psychological trauma, have had their artworks accessioned into the heritage-listed Cunningham Dax collection. Following an invitation from the Legislative Council President Sean Lean, the Dax Centre and Sane Australia created an exhibition from the collection that was held at Parliament House.
The naming of the exhibition as Mindscapes talks to the very personal story that's told through a portrait. And so where a landscape can capture the story of the physical surroundings, these portraits can be seen to represent a mindscape, offering insight into the artist's internal lived experiences and emotional states. As you can see, in contrast to the more traditional portraits on the surrounding walls, many of the collection are abstracted, surreal and colourful and quite diverse.
The collection was established by Eric Cunningham Dax in the 1940s, one of Victoria's most highly regarded psychiatrists, who oversaw the introduction of community-based care approaches and played a founding role in the art therapy world.
The artwork is special, but the descriptors around the artists and their experiences and their explanation around not necessarily being able to express themselves through any other form of therapy than through art is so powerful.
To have my artwork at Queen's Hall is the most exciting thing. It's the latest, biggest, exciting thing that's happening in my life.